before I leave, the bird indicates Aiden. You, the short, angry one who enjoys killing. Yes?
I wouldn't say enjoy, but go on.
He's talking about you.
I would give you one word of advice for what's about to happen. Because Zeshu the Trickster has one or two visions, shall we say? My advice would be don't take the left one. And with that, he flies back into the portal and it closes.
Oh, nice and cryptic. Just how gods like to work.
Bye.
Okay, we'll go right
Rowan
every time.
continues to sob silently.
I claim to go back and then I hug you.
It's at this point you realise that Baru was looking in on this entire conversation and is horribly confused about the bird that just flew out of the statue.
He's probably going to assume that's the god who wants that Araya wants to bang. It's like, no,
Rowan is happy to have seen her friend again, but sad that she messed it up so fucking badly.
I wouldn't say you messed it up.
It's like, where were you?
You won't want to be my friend if I can't make my words do good.
I don't think it's that serious, don't worry, Rowan. Moving on, it reaches about midday heat at this point, which is really when all the convoys are stopping, and the Kali herd is accumulating close to the bank of a river, just trying to rest, hydrate, and get through the worst of the day's heat.
Can we fish?
You can try if you want. I'm just loading us into a new map.
Fish!
I've got all this fishing gear for something. I'm like a stereotypical aging American male going out into the countryside with my gun, my fishing gear.
This PP don't work.
My tent. Just sort of like having myself a little hunting adventure.
So the place has something of a natural way tower to it. On the banks of the river, there appear to be, close to where you started, a pair of abandoned cabins not far from where you've stopped.
Round things.
And since you appear to have stopped for a while, Degali proceeds to go over to start investigating them.
I think I'll go with.
You're going to go with her?
Yeah.
Anyone else joining in on the hut investigations?
Yeah, I could do with some adventure. Yeah. Oh, fuck, it's hot. No, never mind. I'm back underneath the giraffe for shade.
I'll go.
Yeah, may as well.
They're two very basic mud and reed huts. One of them seems to have lost most of its wall, but the other one is intact. And there's evidence that whoever lived here must have been a while ago, because there's not the slightest sign that anyone's been here recently. At least not to use the huts.
What's this? Looks like a rabbit or a mouse.
I mean, you can try and climb the cliff and investigate what it is if you'd like.
It looks like a statue head. I'm gonna go over there.
Okay, there's no easy way up this rock formation, so you're going to have to roll a climb check if you want to have a look.
Climb.
How tall is it?
Easily about 18 feet.
Can I boost? Can I give her a boost?
Yeah, you can give her a boost up the first little leg of it.
I'll give her a boost.
Boost!
Okay, so even with boosties, 13's not quite enough to get you up there, Ethril.
Damn it.
But with Rowan supporting you, at least haven't fallen.
Yay.
So you can try again if you want.
Hello.
Hello.
50, yeah, that'll do it. So you're at the top of the first spire. There's crude rope bridges connecting two of the spires, but the bridges that held the others together seem to have completely severed.
Mm.
And you can tell now that you're up here that what you could see that seemed to be a stone statue to you is in fact a third hut.
Can I go and check that out?
You're going to have to make a couple of jump checks to get there.
Oh, where's the jumpy checks?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. I stack it.
9. Okay, so which jump are you attempting first? Which pillar are you going to try and jump to?
The nearest one.
Okay, a 9 doesn't do it, I'm afraid.
No, I just sort of smash my face a bit.
And you take d6 damage for every 10 feet you fall, which is 20 feet.
Yay, 12 damage.
No, 2d6 damage. 4 damage in total.
Okay.
As Ethril falls and smacks and lands back at the bottom of the hill.
Ethril, are you okay? I pick Ethril up and use...
God damn it! Right as we're recording, right in front of my microphone. Really?
Okay.
I pick up Ethril and ask if she's okay.
I'm okay. These rocks aren't narrow enough.
Would you like to try again?
No.
I mean, beans can fly up there.
Yeah, you can send Beans to have a look. Your empathy with the familiar does at the least let you get a... You can't see through his eyes, but you can get a sense of what...
Can he do like a? Can he sniff and find anything out, or?
Yeah, so as Beans goes up there, there's an odor that immediately has him just hooked. You can immediately tell that Beans has found something and he wants to eat it very much. And
He's going to attempt to.
He is going to attempt to eat it, yes.
Oh, what if it's,
He wants
what if there's
to,
like
yeah.
trace around here?
And,
What's a roll for that? Is there any roll for it? Or I mean, I know he's going to do it. So.
Is there anything against it?
So your only role you could make is to attempt to either kind of dissuade him or try and pick up more information about what he's found.
Pick up more info.
Yeah, would I even know that he's trying to eat it? Look, I know that he's grabbing around up there, but I can't really see.
You've got some knowledge, like I said, you've got some kind of link to him in that basic emotions move through and you can tell he has a strong desire to eat what he has seen.
This emotion is called tasty.
He's found that 6-piece right there up on that hill.
I'm going to attempt to find out more about what it is he's found.
You can smell a strong scent of honey through his.
Yeah, so cute.
The bees.
Oh,
The
okay.
bees.
There's a rumbly in his tumbly.
There's a strong smell of honey and he's acting on it right now.
Yeah, that's fine. He's found some honey up there, you guys.
What's that noise?
You can currently hear the sort of a cracking noise from up there that suggests that Beans has just broken something open.
Oh dear.
You're going to get stung on the nose. and you'll feel sad.
Yeah, about that. Beans rockets back out of the small cabin at the top of the cliff really quickly and starts fleeing back towards Taylor.
Is he being chased by bees?
He's not being chased, but there's a bee about the size of Rowan's hand currently hanging off his back.
Easy boy.
As the halflings, I'm just going to instinctively take a step back.
That's a really big bee.
Can I use my staff and try to, like, really gently kind of just nudge it off?
Pry it off.
Yeah, it's got its stinger stuck in him in the way
Oh,
that
no.
bees do. Bees have their stingers stick. So Beans is not happy and he's come over to you like, help me, it's stuck in my head.
Is he just dragging a dead bee with him the size of Rowan's hand?
It's not
Okay,
dragging
buddy.
so much as it's currently stuck in its back trying to pull its stinger out of it.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to help in this situation. I'm gonna try and pull this stinger free.
You don't want to kill it and get the wrath of the rest of the hive.
Yeah, but I don't want it to keep its stinger in there and kill Beans.
No, but
I know who I'd
that-
rather take on.
Give me a handle animal check, please.
Oh no, the druid's weakness.
So you're able to engage the stinger easily enough. And the bee is, well, you were able to get the stinger out of Beans easily enough, but the bee itself is not in a good way. It is dying.
Can I cast Cure Moderate Wounds on it?
I mean, if you want to cast your high-level cure spell against a bee,
Really worth it.
No. I just don't want the entire swarm to come and kill us when the pheromones go off.
Is
I
the
mean,
bee
that's-
dying?
I'm just going to throw it out there. That's already happened. You can already see the swarm of similarly sized bees starting to
Knew
erupt
it.
from the hive.
Oh, fuck.
Just putting it out there, you have an alchemist with fire bombs.
There's also some perfectly good water you can go run for cover in.
No, you shouldn't do that. Bees can swim.
Oh shit.
I'm also too big
It would be difficult to submerge all of Rowan in that water.
She can lie down.
and not get back up again.
Good point.
I guess you guys have got the single bee that was attacking Beans is now pretty much dead. But the swarm is currently boiling out of its nest and it clearly seems to be searching for where the fuck did that bloody bear that just broke open our hive go.
Hide behind me, Beans.
Mama Bear got this.
I mean, Taylor, if you want, you can roll a stealth check for Beans trying to hide behind Rowan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell him to go behind Rowan, but he really wants that honey, you guys. So I don't know if he will.
Yeah, in this case, you're actually going to have to roll animal handling again to try and persuade him to not try and fly back up there and get the rest of the honey.
It's a 15.
He reluctantly follows your instructions. He is still
Oh, look at that face. That is some big footsteps.
He is staring up at that nest hungrily, and he keeps licking his chops.
Oh, it's adorable.
But the bees are still swarming. They're not actively going after anything, but they are circling where they had their nest, and they are very clearly, like, if anything comes near us, shit's getting stung.
I love the fact that they're all just labelled.
What if it's a
"Fucking
bomb?
bees."
Will they sting the bomb?
They might try. Probably not going to enjoy it.
Just throwing this out there. Maybe we should leave the bees alone. Just let them be. Let them be bees.
Ah,
No one got hurt. That's fine. Beans is okay.
You know enough about animals, Taylor, to know that the swarm might probably calm down if you were to keep bees out, and no one was to do anything provocative.
Yeah, let's not mess with it. Let's just go about our day, do some fishing. Just leave the bees alone, you guys.
Temptation to find my gun and send them into a frenzy on you guys is immense.
That really would probably piss them off. Yes, like, atrociously piss them off.
Thus, he went from lawful evil to chaotic evil.
It's an incredible amount of restraint that I haven't already done it.
You're not helping yourself.
But, you
I'm walking
know,
back to the wagon.
I could do with you guys being combat able just in case.
I mean, this bee swarm probably isn't a life-threatening threat to any of you, but that doesn't mean it won't sting. But tish. I mean, Tagale is more than happy to just retreat for now.
I didn't think this was a good idea. We're checking out the huts. It was a good thing I didn't go in there then. It was a good job it did fall over.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you'd seen a giant bee's nest in there, would you have started attacking it to get the honey out?
No,
There you are.
I'm
then.
more interested in shinies than goopies.
With no actual impetus to attack, the swarm is going to calm down, which is handy.
Calm the fuck down.
And it starts flying back in. Although you occasionally see the drones coming out to the plant life around the river, seeming to gather gathering materials to rebuild the damage that Beans did in there.
Tricky boy.
Taylor, Beans still kind of wants some honey. Every now and again, whenever you take your eye off him, he starts kind of eyeing up where the nest is again. He's a hungry boy.
Yeah, he hangry.
Right, who's going fishing? Since I believe that was mentioned as a plan.
I mean, Bean surely to fuck is gonna go fishing.
Yeah,
If you can't have honey, you'll have salmon.
Yeah, I'll fish him up some food.
So here's what happens, right? I told Beans to get behind Rowan so that he wouldn't piss off the hive because he couldn't have the honey. And he got really angry and he's jumped into the river to try, or he's at the bank of the river and he's trying to catch fish. So that's what he's doing.
Okay, he is currently having a splash and trying to catch fish.
He's having a bit of a sulk. He's mad at me.
I'm going in for a swim.
Do I roll survival to catch fish?
Fishing is a profession.
It's never been a profession when I've tried before.
Suppose there's a difference between, like, yeah, so if anyone wants to try fishing, you can roll survival for it, or if you have profession or skills in fishing, you can try that instead.
Rowan rolled a 9, so he fishes me out of the water.
I can do that.
Does my fishing gear give me a bonus on this check then?
Yes,
Given
it
that I'm
does.
fully prepared to go fishing.
Yeah, you're going to get a +4 on this for having a full set of fishing equipment, including fancy
Nice.
waders, probably.
I mean, if people, aside from Rowan, just because of the size difference, want to fish, we could just take one of the captured short bows and turn it into an impromptu fishing rod.
Yeah, just snip it at one end.
Personally, I use a net.
Aiden, this is pretty much prime river fishing country, and it takes you less than 5 minutes to get your first catch. And what you appear to have in your hands is a river fish of a sort you can't really identify because you're more interested in catching fish than determining exact taxonomies. But it's weighing in at probably about 50 pounds. Like, this is a big one.
He's a big boy.
Right now,
Wait,
you've got a
50 pounds?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this thing's bigger than me.
Are you gonna need some help getting that out?
Yeah. You're having to drag it up the bank because These are very clearly native fish that aren't used to the idea of fishing rods. They're far more used to spear and net fishing. A fishing rod.
Guys, I found lunch.
Are you sure lunch didn't find you?
I can go over and help.
It would be appreciated. If I can catch another one, I can feed all of us. And give something to the zebra people.
Do the zebra people eat fish?
No, I don't know, but you haven't asked them.
I know the giraffe likes berries. Those are things we were talking about because I really wanted some Fritos earlier.
Izzy offered to nosh on your berries, hasn't he?
Araya, as you're swimming, bearing in mind that this river is full of like 50 pounds freshwater fish here.
I'm out. I'm out the ocean.
No,
Like
you're
it-
not, buddy. You're not. You said you were swimming. Get back in the river, boy.
Is he going to be eaten again?
One of them is coming right at you with its mouth open. It clearly thinks you're a morsel.
Man keeps getting bored.
Morsel
You're right,
or morsel.
Right, so could you please refer to your character sheet and let me know what your combat maneuver defense is, please?
Pretty sure it's non-existent.
It has to be higher than 12, otherwise this thing is latched onto your foot.
I know it's been a while since I've updated it, but it's currently at 11.
See, CMD is one of those things that those sheets auto-calculate and upgrade, so...
In which case it's 11 unless...
For the perspective of everyone else, Araya just vanished under the water. From Araya's perspective, you're being dragged under the water by a large, like, salmon-like huge motherfucking fish motherfucker who has got his mouth around your ankle and is trying to drag you down and chew on the foot.
Do I see this?
Am I done helping Aiden?
Give me because you two would have been over here for the fishing, wouldn't you?
I'm just gonna like... Is my head still above the surface?
No. So
Fuck, I was gonna scream, it's dinner time, Bean.
Can anyone roll perception to see if you spotted Aiden getting dunked?
Oh good, y'all rolling perception, I'm gonna fucking die.
I know.
Excuse me.
Wow. Wow. You guys can
Everyone-
see the fucking bone structure of my body with those rolls.
Yeah,
Everyone and
blood looks
Aiden
out for blood on
spotted
speak
it. Rowan
streets.
hasn't spotted it. Levy has
God
spotted
damn
it. But yeah, you three just saw Araya get dunked under, and I'm assuming that Aiden at least points it out to Rowan because they're stood right next to each other.
Thank you.
Like I should.
Can the snake make like a grapple attempt on me to stop me from going under?
Considering he's up on the bank, no.
Oh, it's a steep bank, got you.
If only he still had his recall spell going for you.
Yeah, I think you just have that permanently.
As soon as I take a point of damage, just teleport me back to Rowan like nothing happened. Like just a giant fucking fish on my leg.
But yeah, you all just saw
Tristan.
Araya.
Guys, we found our fishing method. Use Araya as bait. It's perfect.
Araya, you are under the water right now, so before anyone else can even react, can you please roll me a fortitude save to keep holding your breath right now?
It's a 6.
Oh. Yeah, no, the shock of dragging you under, your mouth was open. You've currently got lungs full of river water right now. You're gonna start taking constitution damage, my boy. D6 constitution damage, 3 damage to your constitution. Who rolled highest? Aiden, you rolled highest. You get to react first.
Double points if you shoot the fish off my leg.
I mean, how far down the river is he?
Certain points we just shoot off the leg.
Oh sure, I'm running out of limbs.
Yeah. If I can grab my rifle and take a quick shot at it.
Yeah, you can try.
So that's 1 range increment out. So that's 1 penalty. Well, sorry, 2 off.
I'm gonna fucking die surrounded by you.
I'll save you, buddy.
24.
Do I hit the fish?
Yes, you hit the fish. 11. That fish pretty much gibbs. Araya,
Stop giving the fish.
the water around you is suddenly filled with fish bits, and unfortunately, this explosion of meat, as it were, suddenly attracts all the other nearby meat-eating fish in the area straight at you.
Surely I get at least a second or two to fucking pull myself to the air. Surely.
Oh yeah, you can when it gets around to your turn, but I'm just saying that the water is now full of chum, as it were. And
Oh, I'm gonna chum.
Am I shooting grenades out of this gun?
I mean, have you seen what happens when you fire a bullet into water?
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, kind of.
Rounds explosively break on contact with water most of the time, which means that when you're shooting underwater, it kind of has an effect a bit more like a shotgun.
Fair enough.
And yeah, you kind of blew this fish apart. Right, Ethril, you were the next to spot him. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to need to run over there before I think about
Didn't even
diving.
roll an initiative.
Why am I only high rolls joke ones?
Stop wasting your good rolls.
Ethril, what are you doing?
I think because I'm going to need to get over there before I decide to go and jump in the river. Max, because if I sprint over there, then that's my turn. Go about here, and then jump in the river to come after him.
Yeah, you can give me an acrobatics check, please, just to make a clean leap into the water.
Don't jump in the river. You're all so tiny.
Actually, I'm kind of bigger than you. I'm 5'3".
Yeah, she really.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, 17 is sufficient. You land in the water.
Nice.
Quick splash, and you're in the river.
Nice and cool.
Levy, you're up. You saw the splash, and then you saw the bullet, and now there's an awful lot of fish chunks floating in the river.
Or blood. You can't tell the difference, I don't think, at that range.
Viscera.
Yeah, it
All you see is the fact that Jim shot where I was in the water.
I just saunter over to the snake and just kind of interesting.
Snake is looking down into the water with both of his hands over his mouth at the moment, shaking slightly.
Well, considering that we already have several people there, I am going to stay on land and just keep an eye out on, kind of direct people if I need to, but I don't plan on going in the water.
Okay, Rowan.
I don't know what to do.
Well, Ethril's dived in. Aiden's shooting fish. Levy's essentially sat there with popcorn.
Pretty much.
So it's honestly your call, really.
How fast is the river flowing in what direction?
It is flowing, from the purposes of this screen, it is going left to right, and the flow is visible, but it's not a heavy current. It's not hard to swim against this flow.
As we discovered from my last time, I can't swim for shit.
True, but you're also so huge, I don't think you'd be able to... you could walk on this river, honestly.
You
You'd
want
be
to come up
about
to her
her neck.
knees or
About
midway
her
through?
shoulders. This
Oh,
river.
well, okay, yeah, that's very deep now.
This river would come up to Rowan's shoulders. But she could walk along the bottom if she wanted to.
Would I even be any use in there, though?
It is a very
Yeah.
narrow gorge between the steep banks. It would be fiddly for you.
You see, my initial idea was to, freeze the water, but then I would end up getting people stuck.
I'm in here,
Yes, I know.
by the way.
I mean, nothing's stopping you from swimming now.
I've been told I have to wait because...
Yeah, I mean,
Second.
don't have to wait for too much longer.
I mean, your turn is after Rowan's, so you know.
I have no idea what to do.
Could move over close to where he is and ready in action to help him up the bank if he tries to climb up it.
Can I even get that far? Because I tried and I don't think I can.
You can get part of the way there, or you could just sprint and be ready to do it later if it turns out to be needed. You could just get into position to help.
I have my halberd held in reverse grip so that I can offer it down if needed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Hey,
Do I need to go on as
Araya.
well? Because I'm not in the turn order.
Oh, yeah, come on in then. What do you intend to do right now, Taylor?
I was just going to run to the other side of the bank, sort of to over here, to try and catch him if he comes around the bend.
Yeah, okay, that's sensible. Is Beans doing anything, or is he still trying to catch his fish?
He's fishing. He's just... Y'all can just get on with it. He's grumpy, you guys.
Right,
hangry.
Araya, you are currently treading water. And
Well, I'm just going to break the surface now that I am allowed to.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to take a quick inventory of what's gone on and grab the reverse angle of the halberd.
Okay. Right, so you've grabbed the halberd. You've now got a solid footing with Rowan holding you. And Ethril, would you like to give me a perception check quickly, since you're the one in the river?
Probably don't see much. Why is it doing it twice?
I don't know.
Oh, fun.
Oh, fun.
Intrigue, though. I love that.